set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 20. Gun. Hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it.
To the days of just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season, and that'll get him halfway. There as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Vick to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And Vick's throw there incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. From the right hash, and this one. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. From his goal line here, Newton. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. On the run, it's Smith. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This is taken at about the 14. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now a run with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
20.
Now on 2nd and 13, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
To throw is Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Takk McKinley, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On second down, it's Freeman, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's a elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
2nd and 5 now. Vick throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. The Falcons on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they... Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy... Even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's using a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands. He's able to pick up the first down.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have... And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Newton. They shakes it, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Newton airing it out for Olsen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Michael Palardy now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Vick. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Freeman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gun. 8.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check 24. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
1st down, Vick. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 36, Vick caught by Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Vick readies to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Vick, and that's caught by Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the safety crease. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go. 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Hey, me and you. Hey! I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey! Check your hot read.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, twisting away. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Got a man, it's right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll look to throw. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And it's complete. Hooper. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Vick. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. So now go down the stretch. Look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.